be the backdrop today. And yes, y'all. Ooh, I'm learning a lesson. I don't know if anything actually happened, but I'm learning something that Spirit said to me. And Spirit said, don't give it all away. So you know that we are going into our next meditation. See if I can make this. Is that big or yeah? We're going into our next meditation, and our next meditation is based on the opening of the heart, right? And I was thinking about me opening up the heart and how I'm going to see if anybody gets on. Because, oh, okay, good morning already. Yeah, I was thinking about this opening of the heart, and it really occurred to me that don't give it all away. Because I know men, I wanted to tell you something about men. I said a lot of times when we think about opening a heart and being loving or being trusting, a lot of times we just think about it in like romantic relationships. But actually, I realize I probably have had that issue in a lot of my relationships, not just the romantic ones, and meaning my female to female relationships, my so-called friend relationships. Sometimes we give our hearts easily to our girlfriends or our sister friends or even strangers that we don't even know because we think that that's what we're supposed to do, or that we have that habit, that same habit we have in our romantic relationships really are the same habits, and probably if we consider them issues that we're having in our non-romantic relationships. And it's deep. And I thought about it today. Spirit said, don't give it all away. You know, I have this thing like I get into the spiritual, let me clean up my past relationship mode. And I'll start going back to, even if it's just in my head, to the people, especially the people that I felt like maybe I was harsh with, or maybe I didn't really give a chance to, or maybe I cut them off in a way fast, or I never gave them a chance. And right now I'm going through my sister Rolodex in a sense. And what I do, whether it's a male or female, what I will do then is I will overcompensate, trying to heal or fix the possible karma, or trying to create a karma that is better. That sometimes I will overcompensate. I will actually give too much because I'm thinking that I did something wrong and that I'm not, I don't know on what level, I'm never going to heaven. Like, I know I don't think like that, but whatever that is, and I have to now right this wrong. And me righting wrongs, I will overcompensate. I've done it in definitely my relationships and romantic ones, and I realize I can do it in my sister relationship, which then makes me, the relationship goes worse down the drain, because then you become mad because you realize that you're giving and the person is taking. And then you get upset because the person is taking what you gave it. And you realize what you had to give was not, or everything you have is not for sale. Everything you have is not for free. Not even for sale, not for free. And some of those things you're supposed to keep for yourself. And so, and a lot of times when you think that this is something that I've learned in my years. A lot of time when you think that you've done something to somebody, that you were harsh, a lot of times you were right, that was your spirit saying, don't go too far in over here. When you cut that person kind of off, or you wasn't even trying to cut them off, you just was into your own life, moving into your own business, doing your own thing, that was us. Let me go get this fan going, so just so we can, that was us. That's what ancestors say, that was us. That we were, you think you cut them off, you think you was being harsh, you think that, no, you dodged a bullet. You actually dodged a bullet. And you have to be smart. Because if you're not smart, you will go into a hole, or you will go into a situation that you will wind up giving more to this sister friend, so to speak, than you ever gave to anybody else. Because if you have not healed that part of you that needs to be liked or be forgiven, and so we gotta be careful with that forgiveness stuff. you will give it all away trying to do the right thing. And sometimes the people want to receive it and don't understand what the right thing is, or they will feel like, well, you're going to give it, I'm going to take it all. And I don't know. I woke up this morning and Spirit said, don't give it all away. Don't give it all away. You could apologize if you think you did something wrong to somebody. And that's it. Most of the time, like I said, if it didn't happen, it wasn't supposed to. If it didn't happen, I'm going to say it again, it wasn't supposed to. And I don't know, like, I mean, oh my God, every morning I've been waking up with something else. But this morning, I woke up with that, don't give it all away. That you have resources, and they're not always physical, but sometimes they are, that you need for yourself, that you have to go through life exploring. You don't need to sometimes. What's in the back, what's in the past, keep it there. Keep it there. I got it now. What's in the past, keep it there. Because that's where it belongs. You can't make up for what you did or did not do. A lot of times, like I say, in my case, I realize I don't know now if, like, and when I go back to a lot of stuff, I've seen it happen that I didn't do anything, that was right. You was right to cut that person off. You was right to not let them come in too much. You was right. You felt something and saw something, even if you didn't even realize in your spirit that you was feeling it at the time. You reacted and you went on to your whatever you had to do. Sometimes in me trying to be right, I be doing wrong. Me trying to be honest, I be messing up, and I've seen it. If you feel the need to go back to apologize, I think we're over at Mercury retrograde now, because that's over. Then you just do that and you let it go. You don't owe them your life. And when somebody apologizes to you, they don't owe you their life either. You don't owe them your life. You don't owe them every single thing you got. You ain't do nothing. You just really, they were trying to come in and you didn't let them because you was doing other stuff, but maybe it was spirit. Spirit is telling me, pull the F back all in many ways and go within. That the love, the part of the open heart that I think as a lot of women, I'm going to say black women, our thing usually is not that we're not giving enough love or we're not giving enough of ourselves. Our thing is we're giving too much. We're giving too much. And we don't even allow ourselves to give ourselves that much love. Like, we deserve that much love. I am being told to pull in. I was talking to somebody else, and I was talking, my brother Kojo called me and said, oh, don't tell everybody about this and that. And I was thinking, you know what? I need to pull in and love this and be happy for what I have and stop feeling any kind of guilt about it, that I owe somebody something, that I got to call somebody and tell them something, that I got to just, you're good. It's powerful. It's powerful. It's powerful to realize that. I mean, today, not only did I realize that for not even a so-called specific situation, but of course it was a situation that definitely sparked it, but for all the situations I feel back from generations, and for all the situations that may come in the future. Sometimes that thing you think you didn't do, or you wasn't there for the person, or you never really let them in, or you just wasn't there, it was the best thing. You knew something. Sometimes people can be the most amazing, wonderful people, but they're not the most amazing, wonderful people for you. And that's not just a male or a romantic relationship. That could be your girlfriend or potential, or the one that wasn't, or the one that you shoved or snubbed. Sometimes you're doing things for a good reason. Sometimes you're doing things for a good reason. And I didn't realize it. It's a lot of going within and a lot of being okay with giving to yourself. Don't give it all away. A thank you will suffice. I'm sorry will suffice. You don't have to prove you're sorry. You don't have to go in. And like I said, you don't have to give it. Because me, I will go in like, as a situation, I didn't even do anything. I just wasn't available in the past. And sometimes I'm trying to overcompensate. Sometimes too, you will see somebody they bring you something, even if they don't know. You might not even know them. Like you could be watching somebody on YouTube, or you went to a speaking engagement and somebody was speaking, and then you go and you find their material and you eat it all up, and then you think like, I owe them my life because I absorbed their material, but you don't even owe them your life. I would say even somebody does something for you and they know, oh, I want to do this for you, and then you say, okay, that's it. You say yes, they agree, you say yes. You don't owe them the rest of your life because they did that for you. We are free spirits and free agents, and sometimes we will lock ourselves down. I gotta stop. I did it on a business. No, I did it on a kind of handling my business in Ghana level where I just didn't even have to approach something, but I'm trying to be right, even when I wasn't even ready to do the thing. And then also in a kind of a personal relationship. So I know this message is not just for me. Don't give it all away. But it's definitely for me because I got 3 channels, so don't give it all away. I know, like I always tell you, I know like that not being on different shows and being interviewed and a lot of people see me, I know it's a blessing in disguise. I know that. And the more I know it, the better. You know, I was thinking, you know how like, y'all, something that I don't do and I really don't do more. So this is how you stay focused, because staying focused is very important. Somebody was sending me a link to somebody else in Ghana who's a fashion designer. I don't watch any other person coming from any other place doing fashion in Ghana. I don't want to get thrown off my own track or thrown off my own obstacle or compare myself or think my trajectory should be like theirs or ask why isn't. I don't do it. This whole thing is so spiritual, and I have to continue to allow it. It's even sometimes I'll see somebody in a country that I want to be in. Just because I want to be in it and you in it too, don't mean that I'm even copying off that person. Something moved me too. What I'm trying to say is I think we have really learned to feel bad or guilty about almost everything, especially as women, and then as spiritual women and as loving women. We're being protected. And it came up twice from yesterday to today when I woke up, that these 2 things came to me. That thing right there, that says I'm supposed to buy it. Oh my God. Damn. It's like things that I've been working on or didn't even know I was working on for years has been revealed. And I need to change quickly. 2 separate incidents, but they both, not the incident itself was a problem. There was nothing, they would not know. Like it was but it's something in it reminded me that, oh no, just sit back and relax. You know, they say the symbol of the Sesa wo Suban. Let's come over here because we're not plugged in. The symbol of the Sesa wo Suban is the morning star. So it's 2 Ndinkra symbols in one. And I hope I can remember. So the star is the morning star. So it's basically that every day you wake up anew. So whatever yesterday, and that's why it's like whatever was great yesterday, whatever was not great, doesn't matter. You wake up anew. So that's the star. And the Sesa, the other part rather, because I think the Sesa might be the star name, but I don't know. The other part represents, y'all want to hear this one? The wheel. And remember, chakra in Sanskrit translates to spinning wheel. So it is a death to be reborn again. And it is an energy around the being born again. It's a very deep symbol. So of course it leads to change or transformation every day. That you could be in this spot today and this one tomorrow. So the spinning is the constant changing. And the morning star is the constant renewal. That's a heavy symbol, isn't it, when you think about it? But it woke me up, and it probably helped me to prevent some stuff that I don't really need to be dealing with. So since I'm over here, let me plug us in. And I'm gonna step away in 2 cases. It's 2, like damn. Sometimes y'all, like my heart, because I'm a Leo, is like, oh, I want to get everything right, and I want to have love, and I want to show, and I want to make sure that I'm right, and I want to do, and I will get myself into something. I have to know that the gifts that I got, and I realize the only thing I can think is this guilt. The gifts that I got, the gift of being in Ghana, it's okay. You deserve that. The gift of being able to have stuff that I need, it's okay. You deserve that. The gift of being able to give or to receive. It's okay. You got that. You don't have to help everybody. You don't have to feel guilty about what you're getting. It's okay for us to receive love. It's okay for us to have, this is our time. We don't have to feel like, oh my God, I'm having all these wonderful things, I gotta give it. I mean, I give it enough when I do my YouTubes, and I actually, y'all know I love them, so that's good. This ain't nothing to do with us on YouTube. This is some, woke up this morning and OMG. I had a conversation with my brother because I was trying to do this thing. He's like, look, you got to go through me because you don't want to put yourself out there. And I'm like, that's right. And then I had this other revelation about the things that I'm bringing, the things that I have here, the things that I know about Ghana. And just, it's like, and then I thought about, like I said, if somebody sent me something, I don't watch it. Anything to do with anything, and believe it or not, in my industry, you think I would? No, because none of this stuff for real is, people think it's the hard work and the grit, and don't get me wrong, that helps, but it's all spiritual anyway. Where you're supposed to be, where you're supposed to go, where you are placed right now is divine. I am blessed to be a small YouTuber. I am blessed to still be able to live and maintain, enjoy life. Everything is perfect, and I don't have to make it more perfect. I just have to allow it and let it move itself to places. But you know what? Lessons are good. Because if you could do something and the next day wake up and realize, oh no, I don't want to go in that direction. I think it's so profound, like what I'm realizing about the situations, that I can stop right now and it is not too late. And it will make me think differently about moving forward in everything. Opening the heart. We're going to get into that meditation. Put my shoes on. And that meditation is going to balance us. And we're going to really understand this heart is for us. Your heart is for you. Your heart is for you. Your heart is for you. That's all I wanted to say. It was just a very quick message. And oh my God, I was on for 19. I don't even know how long. Now see, this thing transferred you. You don't even know you've been on for 20 minutes. Like, I don't even feel like I've been on for 20 minutes. On the go with Deb. Same says, hey Africa, greetings. On the go. Ooh, child, I need this message today. Yes. Naturally says peace. Africa says no doubt. Africa says yay. Jenna, that's right. Shay says, I definitely need to hear this. Emma says, hey, Lisa, great. Shannon Cassidy says, damn, I always catch you when I need it. Blessings to all. Hey, you too. Have Def Javis. Good morning, lady, says Miss Williams. Naturally says Miss Williams. Yes. Don't give it all away, y'all, to no one. You don't owe nobody nothing because you did something or you should have did. I'm telling you that the ancestors is always looking out for you. Your guides, your ascended master, whatever you believe is that angel that says, hey, don't do that. So if you didn't do it back then, you can't really make up for it. But what I'm saying is something deeper. You don't need to. You probably was doing the right thing. Like what they say, you dodged a bullet. You probably dodged a bullet. And then when you sit for a while and start actually thinking about what you think you didn't do or did do or you should apologize for, before you do, think about the situation and start noticing why you never went over there, or why that you felt that way, or why that you said that thing, or why you didn't move in that direction. Like when you think, then we need, meditation helps us to get clear. And sometimes meditation will clear us and we don't even know that it cleared us because we didn't know something was there to be cleared. We just know that we feel renewed and we feel like things are moving in a direction. When things come up and you're out of balance, then you will know it, because in meditation, usually that's why we got to start this. We starting on Monday, June 28th. It is a private, basically it's on Zoom. It's $67 a month, or for the 21 days. I'm sorry, we're doing 21 days. This first one is $67. And I need to go back in. Because not only I was not really unbalanced in this time, but I started picking up things outside. I started going into that spirituality that tells you that you need to fix karma, or you need to let somebody in that maybe don't need to be in, that maybe need to be out, or you need to give all your thoughts or ideas away, or you need to tell everybody what you're doing, or you need, no, because you just want to give and you just want to give, but because a lot of times that giving is from a place of, I got so much, or I got too much, or I can't really have all this. I'm so shook right now. I'm so shook. I'm shook in the best way on many levels. And I just wanted to share that with y'all. So you can go to the website, afrocentrichomedesign.com. And on the website, you could look for spiritual courses, and you'll see there's only one in the spiritual courses, and it's Elevating the Energy Centers, a shamanic journey through meditation. Meditation is the key. You know, there is interesting, because I remember it was a couple of days ago, but I was trying to get in touch with a woman, and every time the phone would be interrupted, calls would come in, the call would be dropped. This was over, like I had to force, remember the doors open, closed, to try to talk to her, and it kept falling off, and finally I forced it enough. Spirit probably said, okay, look, I'm trying to get you not to talk to this woman. And I wound up talking and telling stuff, not maybe everything, but enough. And it's like, y'all gotta listen to them signs. When you try to talk to somebody and it's a bad connection, oh, you can't hear them, they can't hear you. There's another number you got to call them on. They trying to call you, you trying to call them. It's saying something. When you can't catch them, it's saying something. It's saying something. Sit still, be glad, be happy. You're enough, but where you are is enough. And sometimes when you push it, you lose it. When you think it's some more, you got to chase some more. You're enough, y'all. Just get that message today without me saying everything. I'm going to share with my group on Sunday. You are more. You are more than enough. You are more than enough. All right, queens? We're more than enough. Now, you can change anything, because once you know, you know. And you can release and let go. And sometimes, too, you know, I was saying to you, like, the idea of struggle, and be careful, especially when you're not struggling. Be careful of watching people that seem like they're always struggling, even though they come up from the struggle. Because on some energetic level, you will catch the struggle vibe. You will put yourself in situations, you will put yourself in a struggle vibration that brings on struggle and it was not even necessary. We're gonna go back definitely to no social media. And even the I don't know, people say no social media, but they don't include YouTube as social media. I don't know. That's social media to me. But and when we on YouTube, if it ain't super duper high, I mean no struggle. I mean something that's taking us all the way up here. Something that we can control and change and bend reality with our mind. Like we want to go to the highest sciences. That struggle to come up, that's a root-based science. That's a first level science. Once you truly are in the vortex, you are changing things just by sitting, changing things just by meditation, moving. When you start moving trouble into your life where there was none, you have tapped in too much to the lower base, the struggle, that it's not enough, and you got to be careful, because now I can say this because we've been out of meditation, because we had this little thing going, didn't we, y'all? It's almost like, you're sick and then you go get on this great diet. Let's say you change and you change your diet, you change your habits, you change your life, and you are well. And you feel so well that you feel like you can go back to doing the things you did, and then you realize you can lose it all. Because it really is not something, meditation is not like a medicine or anything. Even medicine, you got to keep taking it. It is medicine, and you have to keep taking it. Because it builds a strength and it builds a momentum. And when you're not in that meditation, you start inviting things. And once you invite one thing in that's of low vibratory frequency, it will attract all other things. So you start making mistakes and doing things on a low vibratory frequency like crazy. Don't invite trouble where there is none. Don't invite trouble where there is none. Do the right thing. Know who to trust. Know who the people are, your family, and they prove that. And you know what? I would say, I'm not going to say let few people in, but until you are strong enough and until you are maintaining your high vibe frequency all the time, and you might think you are, but the moment you're watching the stuff that people are here and there and up and down, or people are, you don't think it because you see the positive in it. We pass seeing the positive and the negative. There's only positive, and that's all we want to see coming up, not going down. It's gonna be okay. We can bend reality. We can change it back, but we must be very, very careful with our energy and with our light. You don't owe everybody everything. I'm sorry if you want to. You don't even doubt forgiveness and go back. You're supposed to say it to yourself. Just say it to the ethers. I apologize to that person. But like I said, most likely you don't even need to apologize because you didn't do anything. You did the right thing. That was the universe saying, no, girl, don't bring that. You was good. You don't owe nothing to nobody. Just because you see them doing, or you see him, or you see her, or you see that. No. If I don't bring in somebody doing what I'm doing into my life, which is positive, somebody say, hey, you should see this person. Hey, this person. I don't want to see. I ain't gonna watch it. Because it's true. If you're not where you think you want to be, or even if you are, you don't need to be influenced. You want to be inspired by the divine. If you do it, it's never gonna look like those people that did it, because you're not them people. And if you follow somebody else's path too hard, then you never create your own. You'll just be in the shadow. This is what I realized. It was something like somebody might say, like, I was thinking about my sister that I traveled with. And, we had a falling out, but then, we got back together again. But I didn't really pursue the getting back together again. It was enough that we both hugged and loved and was like, we sorry for hurting each other if we did that. But I knew clearly, but I was meditating then with y'all. So I need my meditation. I knew clearly that we wasn't supposed to go back. We can't never. It was that all happened for a reason. Maybe it didn't need to happen that ugly. Maybe it did. How about that? But those things happen for a reason, and that's why I never pursued it again. I just said, ooh, I don't think so. And why I remember something was because I've been humble, or maybe if the person's older than me, I respect the eldership or whatever it is, I will be a shadow of that person. It's like another mother, but it's like, but I was even never a shadow to my mom. My mom will always put us out there, you know. You will, I know for that, I would be in a shadow. They would be doing their greatness, and I would just be kind of following them. And I can't, because I'm too great too. I don't think it's that great women all can't hang out. I think there has to be an understanding of what you're doing, what I'm doing. I'm not doing what you're doing. You're not doing what I'm doing. So I can't be everything for you. I got my own thing too. I think that's why great women tend to be with themselves in some sense, or have their small circle, because they need to build their own energy and not let it be dampened by somebody else's. So because it's funny, I just thought about that one with the sister, but that's why I didn't pursue it. It wasn't because something said, ooh, it was a reason why you're in the situation. It was a reason why, and yes, it's always good to have the love and to say, hey, you know what, let's be loved, like but that is all that is required. And I'm going to advise you, if you're thinking about going back, somebody listening to this, to something or somebody. I said something too now, the job, the home country, the relationships, all of them. No, don't do it. This is a directive from the universe. Please don't go back. If you want to say sorry, don't even apologize to them in person unless you see them and the universe sets it up. Just apologize in the ethers, and just know that your apology may not even be necessary. If you're in a good situation and it feels good, lay in that. Comfort is good. Don't worry. Getting out your comfort zone. Don't believe that hype. It's a lie. Because you'll push yourself into something you ain't ready for. And once that happens, it reverberates. It will be... there. Beginning June 28th, 21-day Zoom meditation, elevating the energy centers, a shamanic journey. Student of life says, much honor to you, Goddess. Thank you. Marcia says, we keep believing Creatora resources are finite. Our joy and abundance don't take away from anyone else. We don't need to earn it or feel guilty into giving ours away. We are all enough. Ashe, Lisa. Thank you. Lentini said, hey, beautiful. Okay, and Synovia, greetings. Yeah, y'all. No, so I don't know, like Marcia, I want to see, we keep believing Creatora resources are finite. Our joy and abundance don't take away from anyone else's. We don't need to earn it or feel guilty to give ours away. No, I'm going from a different place, but I hear you. That's where you are. This is very specific. I don't know. I think we're saying two different things, and you could tell me if we are or aren't. Sometimes Spirit gets somebody a message, and it's got to be said in the way that it's said. No. There are some things, this is a spiritual life, and these symbols are not created for no reason. They are amulets to keep things away from you. So no, I would say that you should, if you don't know what your energy is, and you don't know how to hone it, and you don't know how powerful it is, learn how to meditate so that you are making sure that you are connecting to the higher realms. There are lower realms, depression, sadness, guilt. And if you are in those, or some would even say the first three chakras are the survival chakra energies. And so if you're operating from those, then guess, do you really want to operate from, I don't have enough, I got to go get more. I don't feel protected. A lot of us are. So if you are, you have to learn how not to. So you can't just tell people, don't just give, when they have not mastered how to use those lower energy centers to bring it up, to bring themselves up to the higher ones, and then to basically transform all of them. Nobody knows where anybody is. So we can't just tell people, no, don't worry, just give everything away. There's enough for everybody. If you're not in that place or you're not operating from that place, it's okay not to be. What I'm saying is, I understand why there's a brother that a sister put me on to. Now, I think I had his name. I think it's Eli Tom, I think it is. Eli Tam, or something. But, man, he's a breatharian. But the idea is, he talks about meditation and strength. You got to do it every day. He talks about this idea of 10,000 hours. And anytime you want to get good at anything, you got to do it for 10,000 hours. If you ain't done your meditation in a certain way for 10,000 hours, if you start it and stop it, you've lost the connection. Like in our lives, we want to believe we just got it, but we have to keep it. And I realize that now, and that's where discipline comes in. If you want a different body, you got to get on that floor every day. If you want a juicy butt, you got to do the squats every day in order to get it. If you want to stay centered, you got to do that yoga every day. If you want to stay centered, you got to do that meditation every day. Now, I did it 30 days, so I'm good, right? I'm good for the next 30 days. I can just go on and just be out here. So we got to be careful. We got to be careful. I know the people that really need to hear this and really understand it. I know you get it. Yes, he's a bad brother. Is it I mean, I don't think it's, that's him? I guess that is him. Yeah, I guess you're right. He's the dark-skinned brother, the breatharian. Yeah, I know, you know, so. But when somebody sent me his video, there's one he got called 10,000 Hours. You should watch it. And I realized that him and I think somebody put me on to him and Dr. Joe Dispenza are saying the same thing about the power of meditation and the power of doing it every single day. You'll get thrown off. You got to get that mindset, and you gotta, because I'm telling you, when I was on it, I wasn't going out over here and thinking I need to tell these people this and give them that and act. I was good. I don't know too, like, I think in our circle we have all these infinite abundance, which is nothing wrong with that. What does that mean? Thing, love and light. I mean, we say these things, but what does that mean? Are we just not dealing with human beings, and that we all have to get to a place and most of us are not there? What does that mean? What does that mean, all this flowery space talk? Like, what does it, put it real, make it make sense in my real life. What does it mean? So on the right, like, what does it mean? Because I'm here about what does it mean? How do we translate that or transfer that into real life, our lives? Infinite abundance, what does that mean? I really want somebody to tell me, what does that mean? How does that mean? What does that mean? When you say that to somebody, what does that mean? Because I'm trying to teach people how to get there. Not just have two words that make it sound nice and make us feel good. I don't know what that means. I know that I am a conglomerate of molecules making me look solid, but I'm spirit. And I know I want to move my spirit through the spaces that I really want to be in, but I have to get clear and understand my spirit and understand my energy and how it works. I want to show you infinite blessings in practice. We don't wake up infinitely blessed in the sense that we know that. I'm just trying to make a beautiful concept real. I'm saying when you step away from meditation, what are you inviting in instead? I feel like I understand the idea of self-mastery, that we really are here to master the self and to ground the self. I love the idea. I was thinking about that brother and how I remember that Queen of Food was saying the different levels of, right, to consciousness. And she talked about this eater, the vegan, and this. And I remember she has the vegetarian, the vegan, and then you just do juices, right? And then she said the next one would be breatharian, but alas, she says the air is not clean. Do you know this brother made me see it differently? You're not relying on the air outside of you. You're relying on the air inside of you. He didn't say it like that, but he did. It's your own breath that we're using. I don't want to be a breatharian. I like food. I'm good. I want to make sure I say that. But the idea that you're using your own prana that naturally runs through your body, because if we didn't believe what we saw and saw a physical, we would understand that we're energy. And that we're just using that energy that's already within us. That's why the breath is so important. That's why that meditation and understanding energy centers and moving it. Like, I get that now. He says so many things that I was hearing from Dr. Joe. It's just nice to see him because he has a nice black face and you kind of get it in a different kind of way. But Dr. Joe said the same thing too. But you got to do the work. You got to do the work. They both say the same thing, so I'm getting clear. And even Dr. What's her name? I ain't eat yet, y'all. But Hicks. You got to stay in the vortex. You got to ignore the negative. They didn't say it's only positive. They know it's other stuff. They say don't put it in your cipher. Don't hear it. Don't listen to it. You don't stop telling the same story. They don't say it doesn't exist. They know that you can go down a road that's not good for you. They know it. I'm going to go now. Yes. Good morning, sister. I still meditate once a day with a set intention. Yes, Kuan Yin, mostly for positive energy protection. Yes, no worries, says Kuan Yin. Thank you, Marcia. I'm hearing you. Yes. Yes, Queen. No more is enough. That's not helping people. Yeah, okay, but how I feel that, and how do I get in touch with that enoughness? It's inside. And anytime we're not staying within ourselves, then we're going outside of ourselves. And that's when we start thinking we need to be apologizing. We got to go backwards. We got to go do this right thing so we can do this other right thing. But none of it is coming from spirit. What would spirit do? Well, you won't know until you sit with her every single day. Love you, queens. Afrocentric home design. The next meditation is focused on opening the hearts. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.